I hope you were able to hear that, folks. That drag just took out screaming where something was running with my bait. I've got my Kool-Aid chicken on this rod. I'm over here at Brushwood Lake today. It's the second day of fall, September 23rd, Friday evening. It's about 4:30 in the afternoon. I've been here since just after 3, and I've already caught 4 catfish and 3 bluegill. I have my bluegill on the pin live liner on the 9-foot ugly stick on the other side of me. I wasn't really going to shoot a video today, but the way the action's going, considering the temperature drop we've had over the past 2 days, got that one. Yes, sir. Sadly, this is about the extent of what I've been catching, is these little 10 to 12 inch cats. I mean, you see the size of the piece of chicken here that one decided to hit. But that's my 5th catfish in under 2 hours, considering today is 25 degrees cooler than 2 days ago. And you see how blue that sky is. That one's a little small for what I'm looking for. But yeah, this is the way the action's been since I've been here. So sit back, relax, and enjoy what's to come. That was real time right there, folks. That, gotta watch those fins. They're sharp, especially on these babies like this. There's the 6th catfish. You saw how quickly that happened. I mean, when the temperatures go from the mid-80s to highs in the high 50s, low 60s overnight, you don't expect this kind of action. But like Richard Gene, the fishing machine, always says, go fishing when you can, because it's good for you. I tell you, folks, if these cats were 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds a piece, I'd have done been gone. Sorry about that, folks. I had a call come in and cut my camera off on me while I was talking. But if these cats were 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds a piece, I'd have done settled for 2 or 3 and went home, because I'm just trying to get a little something to add to dinner. But with the way they're biting, I figured I might as well shoot a video while I'm trying to get dinner. So far I've got one keeper, and it's not very big. So I need at least one more good one. So stick around, let's see what happens. Hopefully I did not start videoing at the tail end of the bite. So sit back and relax and enjoy. And that's why you don't mess with the fins on those little catfish, if you can see that. They're not too dangerous, but they hurt. Also, before I started videoing today, I was fishing a little pocket right over here, and I kept getting snagged. Well, I figured there was a log or something down there, tree limb, what have you. Well, I got snagged again, and I broke it loose. And I ended up bringing in a lure. I believe it's a jigging spoon, but it's not very heavy, that there should be a picture of coming up right about now. So today has been a really good day so far. Personally, I've been having a lot of struggles lately in all areas of my life, but the past 3 days, 4 days, has really shown me that the blessings are about to start rolling in, because every day has been a little better than the last. And it's that faith that keeps me pushing through no matter how hard things get. I know that things are going to work out because of my faith. So whatever powers you believe in, never give up the faith. Always believe that life is worth living every day. Come on now. Still didn't have it tightened down enough. But it feels like he took my bait. No. No, he didn't. So let's try that again. Here I am trying to get philosophical while the fish are trying to steal the bait on me. 2 days ago, I went fishing at another lake. I caught 3 bluegill, I believe. Maybe 4. Yeah, I caught 4. But it was the last day that it was in the 80s, and the sun was starting to set, so the edge of the lake where I was at was already shady. When I got there, there was one other car in the parking lot. I saw the guy sitting down there, but he was back by the wood line instead of next to the lake. So I figured he was just It's another one of those little ones, I believe, but we got this one too. You know what? I'll even let you keep that piece of chicken right there. There we go. They're getting smaller. That's not a good sign. Before I put that out, I'm going to finish telling you the story. So he's sitting by the wood line, and I see him, and I hear what sounds like flute or pipe music. So I'm thinking he's down there meditating, and I'm like, well, you know, with everything I've been going through, I understand. I'll go down there, give him his distance, but I'll enjoy his meditation music. After I got down there, I realized he was actually playing the flute. I started talking to him, and he goes there frequently to practice. I've only fished there a couple of... Oh, man. Something just grabbed my bluegill here and started swimming with it. But he goes there frequently to practice. It was over at Ranger Lake where you saw me taking the catfish home, as well as the first actual fishing video on here where I caught the snapping turtle. And he goes there frequently to play his flute. But I tell you, as peaceful and spiritual as a fishing trip is, that was zen. It was amazing. But as you can see, the fish are biting, so I'm going to quit talking and try to continue to catch so that I can have enough for dinner to go with this one I've got right now. Stick around. Both of these rods just keep getting pecked to death over here. I mean, one will twitch, the other will twitch, one will sing, the other will sing. No. Hey, something about chicken on. Uh-oh. Number 8, I believe it is. Little 8-9 inch catfish. Not cool. That one got my bluegill. Alright. So, we'll pick up our third bait rod that has a number 8 hook and a tiny piece of night crawler on it. And we have bait again for that rod. So, not cool. And with a couple of quick alterations, cutting the tail and the dorsal fin off, I now have a piece of live bait to put back on this one. Wipe the old hands off, because that is raw chicken. And that's also why I keep a bottle of sanitizer with me when I'm using that bait. Last thing you need to do is go fishing and unintentionally scratch your mouth or something and catch salmonella. Really? The trill of that bird, I was so focused on fishing, I thought this one was singing at me again. Wow. This one feels tiny. Yeah. Just settled right there. Just about even with the end of that concrete structure right there, about 8 feet to the right. So there we go. That's slightly better. Still not very big. I mean, come back here. They're gonna talk to us. But nice little 11, 12 inch catfish. I mean, my tackle box is 9 inches, and yeah, it's probably 11 inches. Nice fat belly on it. I mean, very fat. But still not quite big enough. So let's throw another piece of chicken on there and do that again. Something just tried running with that live bluegill too. So we may be fixing to get a nice one. can't tell you how many times this has happened today. 2 rods, 2 separate baits, 2 separate areas.
What today?
Tearing up the channel cats, but they're all small.
Yeah. That's what they put in here this year. They put in a lot of small stuff.
Yeah, they did. My biggest probably about 15 inches. But I think I've caught 9 within the past 2 hours roughly.
Nice. Still can't seem to figure out what the hell they want.
Well, if you're after cats, Kool-Aid chicken or bluegill, because this one's getting pecked to death and it's got a whole bluegill on it.
Wow.
That's the thing, they're just biting very tentatively
Right.
at first. I honestly figured that 25-degree temperature drop that would have shut them off, but I'm not taking it. You want it? You take it.
Well, good luck.
Well, thank you. I ran into that gentleman over here Monday, and he's bass fishing, having a problem keying in on them right now in here, which is another reason I honestly didn't think today was going to be worth shooting a video. Because Monday I caught a couple of bluegill, but couldn't catch any cats out of here. Uh-huh. Needless to say, that bluegill is no longer alive, but he is still getting attention. So, there we go. Oh, we got that one. Come on. Ooh, 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 ooh. There's the catfish, folks. That bluegill right there caught that catfish. And it seems like this year has been very odd. For me, in the fact that you saw the bass named Joker. You saw the one in the following video who had the broken jaw. This catfish is blind in this eye. But look at this side of his head. I hope you can see that. He doesn't even have an eye, and his gill plate on that side is messed up. This catfish got this big feeding solely off of smell, unless this blindness is a recent injury, because he sure didn't see it on that side. But that one is good enough for dinner. There's my two keepers so far. Now, what I'm going to do is a process known as bleeding. And no, I don't mean that I cut myself and I'm going to... Anyways, I don't mean that I cut myself and I'm going to bleed, but I'm going to bleed these fish out by taking my pocket knife and going through their gills all the way across. Like that. Because that, it kills them quickly, and the bleeding process makes the meat a lot milder and less fishy tasting. So, now that those two are cut, place them back in the water and clean myself up. And within just a couple of minutes, they will have bled out. came off about 15 feet out, but it was another little 8-9 inch. But I'm going to wrap this video up. I'm going to wrap up this video for today. My catfish have already bled out, basically. They're just going through the final death throes, but this is a lot more humane than letting them suffocate outside of the water, or just whacking them on the head with a stick or anything. So I'm going to start packing my stuff up, head home, get these cleaned, and we'll see you folks next time. Remember, go fishing when you can, because it's good for the soul and it's good for you. You never know what's going to happen. Take care, folks. This is your host, Tyler J., signing off. God bless each and every one of you. Love you all. Take care.